Hi everyone, Jessica here from Stitching Colours. Welcome back to another update. I am about a week late. Today is the 8th of April and things have been pretty chaotic over the last couple of weeks, but it's Easter, so I've got a little bit of time and I just thought you could see how I'm coming along on these pieces. So first up, thank you to all of my new subscribers and welcome back to anyone that has been previously watching. It is amazing just seeing all the lovely comments and thank you for all of those. The other thing is thank you to the PH Stitcher for the shout out. I am trying to go back through your videos just to watch them. It's nice to see someone else doing a lot of full coverage, so we'll come back to that when I get a little bit further through. So over the last 3 weeks I haven't done that much stitching. I've only managed 13,623 stitches over 8 pieces, so not a huge amount, but we'll get into it. I guess the first thing I have to show is the mystery piece. So this was starting on page 39 and I have done 2,363 stitches so far, and you will not be seeing a front cover or anything like that because here is your first chance to make a guess at what the piece is. So, you can't see much yet, but this is the start in the first 2,000 stitches on page 39. So, let me know. It might take a while for anyone to get anywhere close in guessing, but it's really cool. There's just a lot of very interesting blues and purples so far. So, I look forward to seeing if anyone can get it. I will be very surprised if anyone does get it, but you never know. Someone might have been looking at that pattern recently and gone, oh, I know exactly what that is. So, anyway, next piece we'll go with is we'll go with this one first, which is the Celtic Summer by why am I saying that? It's Celtic Summer by Lavender and Lace, and you should be seeing where it was at last time you saw it, and I spent another day on this as I'm planning on doing every month in the rest of the year. And I was mainly doing beading, but I got 838 stitches done on it. So this is on Jolie 28 count linen by Chromatic Alchemy, and as you can see I was mainly filling in the beads along here and in her hair and down in the dress and doing some of the medallions on the sides. I'm really happy with it, so I think it's coming along really nicely and I'm hoping that this might just about be finished by the end of the year. So it would be really exciting to have it finished by the end of next summer. The next piece coming along with this one is the new start on Celtic Autumn, also by Lavender and Lace, and this is on Aspen, which is a 28 count linen by Chromatic Alchemy. So this one only got 2,481 stitches. it's not showing up all that well, so I don't think I've got a lot of the darker colours in yet, and I haven't done the beading as yet, which really makes it all come together, so it doesn't look like that much as yet, but it is going to be amazing once it's finished. So the next piece I will move on to is Mini Heart of the Storm, which is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart based on the artwork by Lisa Parker. So if you, well, you should be seeing where it was at last time you've seen it, and it got 1,539 stitches done on it, and here's where we're at now. So I was mostly filling in around here where there is the end of page 3 is down about 2 more boxes below where I was working. So it's very exciting and nearly a page finish. I love how all the lightning in the dark sky is really making the owl come out. It's going to be spectacular once it gets a bit more finished and progress on it. So the next piece I have is a Tilt and Craft piece, which is Planets Align 6, and this is by Tilt and Crafts under the Common Creative Licensing, and it should be on the screen where you saw it last time, and this got 1,907 stitches on it. So this is the piece that I am planning on having finished by the end of this year. It's possible, but I'm starting to think I was a bit over ambitious. But this month I was working on the moon itself, or the planet. It looks like a moon to me, so yeah, I've nearly got that page finished. It's just the couple of boxes down that need a few more colors put in, and then I'll be on to the next page. It's really exciting, but I still need to put a lot more time into it to get some more progress along on it. But despite thinking that I have bitten off more than I can chew to try and get it finished by the end of the year by splitting it up into 12 sections, and Luna is just trying to knock things off the table. She was sleeping when I started, but unfortunately she's probably spent the last couple of hours sleeping pretty much on my lap as I stitched, so she's up for some playtime now. Anyway, we'll keep moving along. The next piece I worked on was, I'm missing a piece, I think. We'll come back to that. But the next piece I have here is A Night for Enchantment, and I am running a complete blank on who the artist is. It is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart, and okay, so where was I? The artwork for this next piece I was working on is a Heaven and Earth Designs chart, and based on the artwork by Drzenka Kimple. And this was my New Year's start for this year, and unfortunately I have not put a lot of time into this. I think I got some time around New Year's and hasn't been touched since. So I put 2,035 stitches in it and got a bit more progress. So here is where we're at now. We're still up in that corner, but starting to see a little bit more with all of the pretty little flowers amongst the vines, and I don't think it's far away from coming out of that area, which will be really cool to see something a little bit more fun, shall we say. The next piece I have is one that's also a recent start, and that is a Gecko Rouge one, which is called Searching for God, and it is based on the artwork by Jonas Jodike. Yeah. And this one didn't get that much done on it. It got 855 stitches, so it's not coming through all that well, but it's essentially just quite a few more greens. I think because you've got the greens in amongst the really dark blue, and the greens are really dark as well, it's not really showing up all that well. And there's some black in there as well, so I think once we get a little bit further along it will show up a lot better. And the last piece I have to show you today is my Mythical Creatures alphabet, which is the 2020 stitch along from Pain Free Crafts, and it is based on artwork by, oh, I'm having a real blank, hang on, it's gotta be here, not in that chart. I'm really running a blank. I don't normally have this issue. Oh dear. So the Mythical alphabet is by Stanley Morrison. Yes. So I was doing K for Kraken, and I don't think I took a photo from where I was at last time. So we've got everything remains the same except K last time had not been stitched. So K is all in purples and it is awesome. I loved K. Not so much stitching it, but the end result looks spectacular. So this is looking great. And for those that have questioned in comments about which pieces I think I'm going to take to the retreat in May here in New Zealand, I think this is going to be one of them, because if all else fails I can work on the background borders as a backup in case lighting and things. And also it's something, the background, well I should say the background border is pretty easy stitching if I don't have to focus all that much, so I know that it's really straightforward, so easy to work on when I'm not completely focused on my stitching. So I think that is everything. So yeah, I think I'm going to try and do another weekly, or another update at next week, and then get back on my regular 2-weekly rotation for updates. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. At this moment in time, things have been a bit chaotic. I had my trainee up training elsewhere, and that was fine, but then he brought COVID back with him, so he's been off this week as well, which was not planned for, so I made it work and managed, but it wasn't ideal. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great week and a great April so far, and I hope your Easter goes well. So thank you for watching, and happy stitching. And I have a cat. Oh dear. She just came to visit, so I don't think she's too fussed about this. Normally, she's really happy and sleeping or looking out the window when I'm videoing, but I don't think she likes it late at night. Might be something to monitor for next time and try to avoid, because she definitely was causing a little bit of chaos that you may have seen. I think that's probably because this is just about the time when she is the most active before we all go to bed. So can't blame her for that. It's interrupting her normal routine, so I'm sure she'll be fine. Anyway, have a good week and enjoy your Easter.